this video clip we learn about shape creation. So first we have to enable the shape mode by clicking on this icon. Now you can see spline tool available here, and by using these tool you can create different type of shape. So first we start from the line tool. So I click here, line tool, activate now. In the creation method you can see two methods available here for creating this line. First is initial type, and in this method two radio buttons available here. It's mean you can choose two method. Same as by drag type, three options available here. So first I create a line with the initial method, that is simple clicking method. So I click on the screen. If the corner type is selected, you can see a corner line will be created. If you want to exit from the creation mode, you can simply right click, or in case if you want to go back one or two steps, so you can press backspace key for undo. And now you can create these points at the different location. By pressing right click, you can exit from the creation mode, but tool is still active, you can see. So press right click again. Now I click on the line tool again, and this time I choose smooth radio button in the initial type method. Same as I simple click on the screen. When you move your mouse after creating 2 points, you can see a smooth line will be created. So by using this smooth initial type method, you can create a smooth line. Now I right click to exit from the creation mode, and then right click again to exit from the line tool. Now I create a window selection to select both layer, and then press delete key to delete. Same as you can create a line with the drag method also. So I click on the line tool again, and this time I choose drag type method. So first I choose corner and simple click on the first point, and then click and hold on the second point, and then drag your mouse. You can see a corner line is created. Now I release this and then click and hold again and then drag. So by using this method, a corner line will be created. So you can create this type line with the simple initial method also. No need to use this drag type corner radio button. Now I press right click and then delete this type line, and then change the drag type creation method. This time I choose a smooth radio button, and then click on the first point, and then second point, click and hold, and then drag your mouse up or down. This curvature always create in the opposite direction of the mouse movement, so you have to remember this. Then release your mouse and then create third point, and then click and drag. So by using this method you can also create a smooth line. So I create 2 or 3 points here, then right click to exit from the creation mode. Same as you can also create a Bezier line. Simple click on the first point and then move your mouse, click and hold on the second point, and then define a curvature. So a smooth line also created with the same method, but I show you what the difference between these two lines. So first I exit from the line tool by pressing right click. In case if you want to move this or modify this curvature, you have to click on the modify button. Here you can see line available in the command panel. In case if you want to expand this line to see the subdivisions of this line, by clicking on this small arrow, you can expand these subdivisions. So these are 3 subdivisions of a line: vertex, segment, and spline. You can also select these subdivisions by using these icons. If you want to select this segment, click here, and in case if you want to select this spline, click here. Or you can also use keyboard shortcuts. By pressing 1 you can select vertex subdivision, by pressing 2 you can select segment subdivision, and by pressing 3 you can select spline subdivision. So you can also use 1 2 3 numeric key, or by clicking on these text you can also select. Here you can see vertices that you create with the clicking method, and by selecting this, create a window selection to select this. If you want to move this, you have to select and move tool, By using these arrow keys, you can move in any direction. In case if you want to move freeform, click and hold yellow square and then drag your mouse. By using this method, you can move your vertices in a freeform way. Here you can see two green color Bezier handles. By selecting and moving this, you can change the curvature. If you want to modify curvature by using this vertex, select this first and move these Bezier handles. You can also increase length or direction. If you want to move the position, you can use this yellow color square, change the position. So by using this, you can modify this line. If you want to make any modification in this line, so first you have to exit from the editing mode. So by clicking on the line, you can exit from the editing mode and then you can select second object. So first I select vertex subdivision mode by clicking on this small arrow and then click on the vertex. Now you can select these vertices with the window selection, but here you can see Bezier handles are not available because we create this with the smooth method. So it's a main difference between smooth and Bezier. Now if I talk about the second subdivision, that is segment. Between these two vertices there is a connection that called segment, and by selecting this segment subdivision you can select this subdivision. So by selecting this subdivision you can make a modification like this. And third subdivision is spline. So by clicking on this you can select all the segment in a single click. So these are three subdivision mode of a line or any spline shape. Now I click on the line to exit from the editing mode and then create a window selection to select both line and then press delete key to delete these lines. Now I create our next shape, so I click on the create button and then click on the circle. In the creation method you can see two options available here. By default center option is selected. So if you click and hold on a point and then drag your mouse outside, you can create a circle from that center point. If you want to create a circle from the edge position, you can use this radio button. So I click here, then I click and hold on this position, then drag your mouse in the opposite direction. Now you can see the scaling. So this circle is created with the edge method. If you want to create a circle with the keyboard entries, this option also available here. So first I expand this. Here you can define the radius of that circle you want to create. If you create a circle by using interactive method or click and drag method, you can modify the size by clicking on the modify button. Here you can see the radius option available here, and by changing this value you can increase or decrease radius size. Now I click again on the create button. Our next shape is a arch, so I click. In the creation method you can see two radio buttons available here. By default end and middle is selected. So if I click and hold on one point and then move my mouse and release my mouse at this point and then define a arch, so a arch will be created like this by using end and middle method. Same as you can create a arch with the center and method. So I click on this radio button. So first we have to define a center, and I want to place this center on the black color grid line. So I click and hold at this position and then move my mouse and then define end, and move your mouse up or down side where you want to create this arch. So I want to create this arch like this. Then I select and move tool and move little bit in the down side. So this arch is created with the center and method. If you want to make any changes in these arch, go to modify section. Here you can see some options available here. First option is radius. By using this you can increase or decrease radius size, and by using these from and to option you can set the start or end point where you want to set these points.